Welcome back, Walsall Fan TV. Got my hair cut, you can see. They're chopping all the dark out and leaving the grey. That's a pity. Welcome back. Yes, we've got 10 categories for the Walsall Fan TV Awards, and we'll collect the nominations throughout the game. Okay, so that's what we're going to be up to. Wes McDonald starting. Why start him now? Why is he starting now? I don't know. Oh, right then, we're about to kick off. Let's get the sound up a bit. Atmosphere galore. Let's get the fire going. No Stephen today. He's on Duke of Edinburgh Silver Award training. Whoever's appointed manager, make no mistake, this is the most important in 100 years. I know, Carl. They better not be give Dutton the bloody job. Nolan in the squad. Whatever next. The way Tyreek Wright's been playing, I'd have him on now. The way Tyreek Wright's been faffing about. Good job with safe, you're not kidding.
You don't want to leap over the line, do you? You want to take a bit of momentum going into the next season. So, you know, it's two teams who are out first.
Momentum going into next season. Nice sunny day, though, by the looks of it. Nice sunny day. It's what we enjoy. We've been out and about this morning. Me and George. Josh Gordon, blooming heck. If ever he needed a goal.
George Taft.
No Lavery. He's one of the only ones who's scored for us.
Perry won the header in front of Kevin Von Veen.
Wes McDonald getting a... Why is he starting Wes McDonald now?
From Eindhoven in the Netherlands.
Why is he starting Wes McDonald now? It's just...
forward to right, who flicks him
and Cameron Norman's got dropped again. What did he do wrong? He wasn't to blame for the goals on Tuesday. Perry looking good, I've got to be honest.
Kinsella now out on the right hand side is where we'll find Hayden White.
Must go up next season, Nige. Ball into the box, not bad effort. Must go up next season, Nige. The longer it goes on, the more we're in League Two, the harder it is to see us going up. You think of Salford and the backing they've got, and they've only managed 11th at the minute.
The Saddlers will be going to Bristol Rovers next season because they have been relegated from League One.
He finally got the free kick. Clark went down early again. I think they're getting used, getting wise to him now.
They haven't. They've lost 1-0. So
just give him a drop ball.
For the Saddlers next season. The Bristol Rovers following that defeat in the south. Now down this right-hand side, there's a push from
on the
Scunthorpe man.
Yeah, we absolutely need to get back into League One, but I mean, it's a big effort. We ain't going to get there with Brian Dutton, I'll tell you now. We ain't going to get up there now. I thought when Clark joined, the new chairman would reset. It's gone backwards. Yeah, can't agree any more than that. Now, Scunthorpe have been as bad as us in the last couple of months.
Left-hand side, played forward by
Essington's saying he can't see us going anywhere next season. Well, it depends on what Walsall do, whether foul from Wes. It depends what we do during the close season. If we sort of get some proper quality in, we only need if Walsall have had a couple of quality strikers. He might be liked by the chairman, but I think Jamie Fullerton will make the decision on that. Best Walsall player of all time. Oh, Machiavelli. We'll come to that in a minute. Well, in my opinion, we need to build a squad to make it League One ready. Yeah. I like the way we've got the young players coming through, because that's important. Corner for Scunthorpe now. Let's just keep an eye on this one sec. Far post. He's got his head to it, but he's not backwards and forwards, getting away.
It's as far as Lofton. It's a good defensive block by Sam Perry.
Perry got his body on the line. That was plenty of effort there. That should have been headed back to the keeper from there.
Gets to the loose ball and is fouled, but George Taft going close there for the...
Up and at it there. Best player, West Walsall player of all time. I think probably Alan Buckley, who was 70 this week, is probably the one that's going to get the claim, I think, there. I think most talented of all time would be Paul Merson, I think, if we're honest.
Bodies on the line, and that's going to be important.
Or Stan Staunton, perhaps.
Try and end the season on a positive.
Nice, bright, sunny day. That's and bright, positive football. That's what we're looking for.
In the centre circle, Melbourne will head it forward. There's Spence, and now there's a chase on for James Clark, who gets to the ball first and tries to beat it back towards Rose, the goalkeeper, who's cleared it out of play for a throw-in on this.
We aren't getting into League One with Pomlet at the helm, so there's it. Agree with Buckley, yeah. Tony Richards, Colin Harrison. That's before my time, those. Football's a very different game now, isn't it, than it was in the 70s. Or maybe that was 60s, I'm not sure. Do you know, when Brian Dutton took over, we got... when Brian Dutton took over, for about 5 games, we actually passed the ball around. Tyree Wright, come on, what you doing there, mister? Oh, he's off the DB.
A chance for the Saddlers.
Oh, I think we need serious outside investment. Well, says Carl. Well, I think Pomlet's inferred that he'll get investment if we go to the top of League One. But I mean, to be able to get up there, you need the investment, don't you? But the money from Zach Jules and Elijah Adebayo, there's like 500, 600 grand there. I know some of it was probably to sort of balance the books. But there's some money in the pot there, surely, to try and boost our fortunes next season.
Just find a pillar where we are located, and that's Mark Howard, the former Arsenal youth goalkeeper.
I can't see a big attendance if we've got Brian Dutton in charge at the start of next season. We'll just be glad to get back, I suppose. Tony Richards, super header of the ball, great goal scorer.
The Scunthorpe born manager who's in charge. It has been since.
It's about time we had some quality back in the side, isn't it? We haven't had quality in the side for a few years now. And that's frustrating. David Kelly of recent history, yeah. Keith says, hello, Simon. How are you, mate? I enjoyed your opinions on the debate show. Yeah, that was all right, that was. That was nice of Dazzling Dave to invite me. We were talking about the Super League. I did say on that it'd never happen, and on this occasion I was right. Nice back heel from Josh Gordon then, but didn't quite connect. Didn't quite get through to us the debut he was heading for.
I don't think either side would have wanted to be.
Phil Parks, great go. Next season is difficult to predict. Lots of clubs have to borrow to help to survive this season. Tighten the belts next season. Do you know, I always think that it's going to work out like that, but I mean, it never seems to. It never seems to. Could do with some quality in the food kiosks as well. Yeah, need it everywhere, don't we? Oh dear. Right then, let's look at the football for a second. We've it's up, a bit of nice. Feels like first game of the season. This does sort of nice bright pitch, bright sunshine. Reminds me of the match against the Albion August the 9th, 2003, 4-1. The difference is quality on the pitch. Josh Gordon knocked the ball across there, but nobody near it.
At the early stages here, George Taft, the centre half, having a powerful shot, which was well blocked from Sam Perry on a Scunthorpe corner. And at the other end, a minute later,
right then, well, so let me just say, we've got. I'm looking for nominations. The easy ones are the first one. We've got a few challenging ones. First one, Player of the Season nominations. I've currently got Elijah Adebayo and Liam Kinsella. Who do you think we should add to that? Sam Perry will be a good player. Yeah, he will be, yeah. Sam Perry has surprised everybody, I think.
Taking a blow in the face.
He's crying because he got a knock.
Presumably got some blood on that shirt as well. There's Gordon on halfway. Now Sam Perry.
Sam Perry's so composed on the ball, isn't he?
Started the last 8 games, Sam Perry in midfield. He plays the ball down the left-hand side for Melbourne to chase after. Cross comes Rowe, and now playing the ball forward.
So yeah, Player of the Season. Who's your nominations for Player of the Season? We've got Elijah Adebayo. I think he's probably the favourite, even though he's not with us any longer.
Melbourne will play it back to James Clark.
Player of the Season, Dan Knoll.
Oh dear. There to head it towards the Walsall penalty area.
What's he doing? Back to Hayden White. I think Player of the Season for me was going to be Cameron Norman, but then he stopped playing him. And why he's dropped him again, keep Hayden White in, I've no idea. Oh, you're joking. Hayden White near the side of the pitch. He's received a pass. He's lifted his foot up. It's gone underneath his foot. That just sums him up, really.
Tyreek Wright. Now
Tyreek Wright. Oh, good pass there. But, oh, got cut out well. Elijah and Perry. So Perry, can we have him as Player of the Season? He's only played that the last 8 games. With the sun, judging from the last game, a bit of sand with sand in the goal mouth, chuck a bucket of water. There's a beach and get the towels out to sunbathe. Nice. The trainer's bucket. Can't think who else would be Player of the Season. Kinsella for me, only one who has performed consistently. Oh, good cross. Oh, nobody in the box.
Perry will pick up the loose ball in the box midway inside the Scunthorpe half, and he will come out to this also left-hand side to Josh Gordon. Gordon sliding.
Gordon did well then. Keep it. Good pass. Hayden White, what's he going to do? Look what you're doing. He's facing the wrong way.
4 white shirts in the box to wait for Hayden White here. Who gets the ball?
Yes. DB header. Hayden White. I take it all back. Hayden White cross. He looked like Hayden White looked like he'd lost the opportunity. He's got the ball in the box on the right hand side, and he just scooped the ball out of nowhere to the far post. House DB. House DB. You read, says Ozzy. Paramedic, please. And a nurse, yeah. Walsall winning. Let me update my banner. Hang on. I bet that. Hayden White. I think. What is it? If you play enough minutes, eventually you do something that's of value. Is that a bit unfair?
They've started this game very well this Saturday. Oxford was second in 4 games, of course, that Worldie against Tranmere. With that goal there. But looking to respond straight away. With O'Malley down the left-hand side, the teenager from Leeds sending the ball in, headed away by Dan Scar. And as far as Jay Rowe. Rowe out to the left-hand side. And O'Malley again. Ball forward to Gilliard, which he's got form against the Saddlers. He scored in that 2-1 at the Bankside Stadium just after Christmas. Diagonally played forward to Van Green.
When the ball hits the goal, it's not Shearer or Cole, it's Ousadibe. Doesn't really flow off the tongue too much, that one. But yeah, glad to have everybody on. Oh, we got Come On the Iron. We got John Boy Drink Money. Good to have you with us, mate. Scunthorpe, I feel your pain. We've been having the same. I'm rhyming as well now, I can't. I must admit, I had big doubts about Ousadibe, but of late he is improving. Essington, Ousadibe. Ousadibe has been absolutely useless. He has improved. A few weeks ago, did you ever think we would hear goal Ousadibe assist White?
Well, they took the lead early on against Colchester. Can they hold on to this one?
No, I wouldn't have thought that. I wouldn't have thought that. Ousadibe is improving, and yet 2 goals in 4 is good, yeah.
Listeners and viewers, it's one in midfield.
White's got away with that. Ousadibe. Yeah, Ousadibe. I think Clem, hiya, hi mate. Ousadibe, I think, he's a talented player, but I mean, he's just so disappointing. For me, he's one of the most disappointing players because I think he has the ability and it's just not. I don't know whether it's just not happening for him or he's not as good as I think he is. I don't know. But Walsall looking a bit bright. That's also a good start. Now, Brian Dutton says about Walsall, whenever we score, we apologise. We apologise when we score instead of going for another one. That's try and put that right. Good ball in from Ousadibe then. That was excellent ball in. Ousadibe again. He's having another go here. Oh. You'd start to think if the rest of the team were better, Ousadibe would be popping a few more in, looking even better. Perhaps. Is it? Would Ousadibe be better with better players around him? I don't know. I think if you're a good quality player, you can make other players. Breaking news, Dutton 2-year contract at half time. Well, this is the thing. If Walsall win the last 3 at a canter, you'd say Brian Dutton is starting to get it together and give him a contract, wouldn't you? That ball was just like the one we conceded against Salford. Oh, that ball in. Yeah, it was excellent cross. Ousadibe. He did that. He's done that a few times. Ousadibe. He's getting better. And bear in mind, we know he's definitely going to be with us. Sign him a 1 year plus a 1 year option. A lot of our midfield is already set, isn't it? We've got Perry, Kinsella and Ousadibe and Holden, of course. So a lot of the midfield sorted and signed up. So maybe can we use some budget and get in some good strikers? I was hoping that Josh Gordon would sort of finally get form and hit form and get some goals, but I mean, I'm starting to think that I'm just being optimistic, really. Joined in from COVID lockdown, Undun Thani, Northern Thailand. Oh, get a grip, Scunny. Scunny is safe. Scunny is safe. They have been struggling, same as Walsall, really. There was a conversation earlier on we sort of had about some of the players who've not did well then, Melbourne. Need complete new front line, and that's expensive to get any quality. It is Tommy, but if Walsall are going to do any good next season, they've got to have a quality striker. What was it we're saying about Henderson? I think Brian Dutton in one of the post-match. He said Henderson for Salford had scored more goals in his career than the whole of the Walsall squad had in their careers. Something like that.
We are about to see the fourth official take charge of this game now.
Oh, The ref's knackered. The ref's worn out already. Yeah, complete new front line.
So 19th minute, a substitution, but it's the
complete new front line. The thing is, if you've got a striker who you can sort of semi-rely on to score 15 goals, then you sort of get it. He scored something like 161, our whole teams, and he scored 90. That's just quality. But Salford, obviously, makes you laugh. Neville's comments on Super League. Yeah, he's out of Super League ethos at Salford. Yeah, that's a little project that I think the refs just got tired. I think. But yeah, great goal, Walsall. I missed the thingy for Instagram. I should have got that. I've missed it now, I think. House and DB, get in. Refs come off. His solicitor got him to prepare Dutton's contract. We have to forget Gordon. He isn't scoring goals. And that's what he's paid for. Yeah, but Gordon, he's got great effort. Puts himself about really well, but you're quite right, Essington. A striker has to score goals. Terrible season for both of us, says John Boy. They don't think they're safe yet. Worst Iron squad I can roll in years. Both sides are only 3 promotions from the EPL. Yeah, Premier League. Yeah. Yeah, you're safe. You're safe, Scunny. Southend ain't going to win the last 3. They ain't going to win the last 3, and even if they do, you've got a better goal difference.
The man with the bleach blonde hair to deliver. It'll be a left-footed ball with James Clark and Dan Scarr having come forward from the back. They've got 6 goals between them.
Yeah, Gordon, it'd be a shame. I think sometimes a change of club helps. You might go on to better things. You can have him at Scunthorpe if you like. We've also got players in the box. Whatever next.
Where's McDonald?
That's a rubbish ball in from McDonald. What's he doing?
Hayden White will take a touch and play it back to the goalkeeper, all in black, away to our right-hand side. Jack Rose, who himself takes a touch before clearing it high, long right-footed over.
Yeah, great striker for you, Scunny. Josh Gordon. He'd probably get a Scunthorpe and score 20 goals. That'd be just typical, wouldn't it? What you want today? Vodka and Coke, yeah. Sometimes for the evening matches, I go to water because I do intermittent fasting. So during the week, I don't eat after about 6 o'clock. But Saturdays, Saturdays is different. Gordon to Vale with no moral compass. I don't think he's going to want him at Vale. We have got more goal scorers on the pitch, of course, because Dan Scarr's back. Osadibe. Osadibe and right there. Osadibe's going to whip that in. Low ball. Yes! Your guess who scored? Josh Gordon! Before he's transferred to Scunthorpe. Before going to Scunthorpe in the close season, Josh Gordon. Oh, I gotta get this quick. Hang on. Don't you shout that till I'm ready. Hang on. Come on.
20 matches for the Saddlers.
I missed it again, haven't I?
On the right-hand side,
get in. Come on, shout that again, on that again. Oh, Walsall, finally. Oh. I want to get that. I want to pull that back at half time. It's a miracle. It is indeed. 23. Blimey neck. This is all very calm at the minute, isn't it?
This has been a very encouraging first half from the Settlers so far, with Otanibi and now Josh Gordon. That's going to be great for Gordon, isn't it?
I'm so delighted for Josh Gordon.
Josh Gordon will probably get a hat-trick now. He did well actually there. It was just a loose ball and just snatched it in, and that's what we've been missing. That's what we've been missing. Oh, hope we don't do an extra and do 2 all. Hi Benjamin, thanks for joining us. Flash. Oh, quality. How about that? He's cleared the stand. Blooming heck. He'll be down Walsall next season. We're all smiles. We're all smiles. I hope that comes back on again, that goal, won't it? Josh Gordon. Josh Gordon scored. It must be summer. You can tell there's nothing on it now. Just the tonic.
6 goals, 5 have come away from home. Just that penalty against Stevenage.
Walsall do better when the sun's out, says Paul. Hi guys. Wow, happening? What's happening? Mark Banks is on the case. Did you go Scunny last season? No, I didn't. We don't go to many away matches. I think the last couple of matches I've been to, Vale, I think. We generally go to Vale because that's not too far from us. I can remember going to Bury in the past and Sheffield United and that. I went to Plymouth where it went to see my mates down south, and we went to the Plymouth Argyle match. That was last season. Before it all went tits up. Positive formation and playing players in correct position. That helps. In fairness, you got to say that Scunny are really struggling. They must be struggling if Walsall are beating them. But I mean, Walsall playing very positive at the minute.
His height advantage. Taken away by Scar. The green on this Scunthorpe right-hand side, where both sides will be desperate to come out fighting, having conceded 12 goals in the...
How about Dutton 5-year contract? Josh, he'll get a contract now he's scored. I can remember in January, we went to, good to see Wes back. Yeah, quite right, Ben. Me and Stephen went for a walk around end of January when Adebayo was going, and I thought that Gordon would be the guy that would come up with the goals, and we're wondering whether he'd be gone, because if he was going to score another 15 goals, that would definitely put him in the shop window for going elsewhere. Little did I realise we were going to hardly win a game, and Gordon wasn't going to score.
Scunthorpe United, as it was in the game here on the
someone has definitely told them hitting the beach early is not acceptable.
Green on this
I like that, Tommy. Nice one.
The Settlers on
52 points. You can't claim a win yet. We're only in the first half. I'll be back at the benches next season. I'm certainly hoping so. Hoping we can play like this for the rest of the season. That would be nice, Noah, if that was the case. Oh, great save! The ball's offside. They're number 9. Looked like it was going to be a great goal. Jack Rose, spectacular saves is not his thing, but I mean, he's done a good save. He's made a good save there. He's done a good save. A bit of clarity at the before the game. Rose and Roberts are both signed up for next season, so they're both definitely with us next season. And hopefully, Mike Taylor can keep improving them, and they can compete for that number 1 spot. I know there's. I think that we could get into party mood here, Walsall. They might sort of go for a hatful, perhaps. If you only played 45 minutes, we'd still be in with a chance of the playoffs.
The assistant saw that Loftus just put into an offside position, and it will be.
Good save from Rose, indeed. Yeah, very good.
With Hayden White, with Sam Perry and Liam Kinsella and Tariq Wright making themselves available. Kinsella The battle with Gilliard, and Gilliard clears the ball away towards the.
This game's got a bit exciting. Sell Roberts. No, I like him. I do, Roberts. I think he's got a future, Roberts. Walsall starting to pass it around with a bit more confidence. It's amazing what a little bit of a goal can do. Should arrange a Walsall Fan TV away day next season, either pre-season or a Saturday match. Steve, that's a good idea. I think we can definitely do something like that, I think. Now Stephen's a bit older, he'll be more up for, it'd be easier to take him. When he was a bit younger, it wasn't so suitable, but he's bigger than me now. So nice, comfortable save from Rose, ball into the box there. Just coming back to, this is the easy one, for the Walsall Awards. Young Player of the Season, Sam Perry, Alfie Bates, Tom Leake. I don't think we've got any more to add than that, really. On the official Walsall stuff, they've got Callum Cochrane on it as one of the options for Young Player of the Season. He's about 23. So he's probably not... Yeah, Sam Perry. I don't think there's any doubt about that, really. He's dislodged Alfie Bates from the team. When Alfie Bates comes on now, he looks a shadow of Perry. There's lots of things to like about Perry. He's proper Walsall lad. Proper Walsall lad. He's decent size to him. He's quite a big lad, but he's combative like Kinsella. But he's more composed on the ball in some ways. He hasn't got the experience of Kinsella, but he's more composed on the ball. Tyree Wright on a good run there and gets brought down. At the same place. Tyree Wright, I don't know whether somebody's given him a bit of a... Alfie Bates been dreadful. Yeah, he's not quite hit the lights. But I think he's probably struggled with the rest of them, I think. Let's have a look now. Am I getting carried away now? Getting me video ready. Tyree Wright, yeah. He's been awful last couple of games. Sam Perry is Walsall's version of Stephen Gerrard. That's it. That's a good comparison, actually, Steve. He just needs to get some free kicks. Also, my free kick is just going to prove that the last one was a fluke, perhaps. He's just overhit that free kick and it's gone straight out of play, so that's not good. Holden 1-0 at Grimsby. Yeah, Grimsby and Southend ain't getting out of it now. With Colchester's win against us, that pretty much made them safe, I think. I think Southend have got Barrow. If they don't beat Barrow, then that would completely sort it out. What the hell was that? Says Tommy. I know. That was poor free kick there.
Melbourne comes inside to Perry.
Perry did a bit too much there, but won the free kick.
There by Gilliard. It's Scunthorpe captain, and it will be.
He's trying to get the ball away quick.
Inside the Scunthorpe half. I think I mentioned at the start of the commentary.
This is all right, isn't it, today? The joy returns.
Oh, he's a fantastic talent, isn't he, Tom? I've really enjoyed watching Sam Perry.
That's on your head, son. Oh.
You know, he's not shy to get on the ball and try and make things happen. Doesn't always come off, but that won't stop him trying.
Scunthorpe counter attack. Ball played forward by.
Go on, Max. Just hold him back. Hold him.
Being watched by Max Melbourne, who does well to get a foot in and.
Walsall ball, Walsall throw.
There will be a Walsall throw in on this near side. The defence are dealing so far.
So I think that's fairly clear. We've got Young Player of the Season sorted. Third one, most disappointing player of the season. Most disappointing player of the season. If they keep giving away free kicks like this, they're laying the welcome mat down for us. Yeah. Well, it's taking the chances, isn't it?
Very good for it so far with Brian Dutton retaking his seat.
So, A bit too much joy means a bit of pain is on its way, says Keith. Well, hopefully not today. I think we've had our fill of pain this season. Scunthorpe, there's going to be a bit of pride there, I would think.
Good defensive work by Hayden White, but well, I say good, but unfortunately he's let the Scunthorpe player poke it forward. But
Hayden White, most disappointing player, Danny Guthrie, Hayden White. I've got Danny Guthrie, Osadebe, and where's the other one? And Josh Gordon. Wes McDonald, fast to deceive. Hayden White. Yeah, perhaps we could have Hayden White in there. Wes McDonald. I think Wes McDonald has hardly had a game, has he? Whenever he's played, he's had like 3 or 4 players round him. Apart from now, nobody expects him to play now, so they haven't got a plan.
Like they were going to perk up a bit with that victory against Bolton last weekend. But of course, Colchester winning against Walsall was really put pay to their hopes. And then Colchester backed it up as well against South.
Most disappointing, Nolan. Nolan, yeah, I think we have to go with Nolan as well there. I'll put that in.
When you look at the season as a whole, over 43 games, I think I'm getting the same, but those teams, they've been there pretty much all season, haven't they?
So that was number 3.
The table never lies. Southend, when they went to Walsall earlier on the season, terrible way, weren't they? They got that victory as a
most disappointing player of the season. We've got that.
Free kick for the Saddlers, I suppose, just around their right back area.
Good point, Tommy. Acted like the Nolan sisters. Yeah, Nolan, when he played his first game for us last season, he looked as if he was going to be awesome for us, and then he's just not pushed on from that, can he? He's still a young player, but very disappointing. Very disappointing.
Swindon and Northampton will follow as well from League One, perhaps today, as Jack Rose plays a high
ball from Rose, straight out of play. Next one, number 4, most impressive loan player. Most impressive loan player. 2-0, what's going on, Nigel says. I know. It's like Walsall, and you never know what to expect here. Tyreek Wright's looking much better today. He's definitely up for it. Perhaps with Nolan on the bench, he knows that if he don't get involved, he's going to be off. Maybe somebody's had a proper word with him, because he has been not the slightest bit interested for the last couple of games. Well kept in.
Green ball forward to Bonvain, who flicks it back towards the.
Do you know, Kinsella has been fairly quiet with this. It's Perry that's taken the plaudits in midfield. Now holding in the squad again is worrying. Hope he's okay. Ozzy, he's injured again. Holden, he will be out. Hopefully, be back for next season. I think he's finished for this season. Melbourne, most impressive loan player. Yeah, I'd got him. Jake Scrimshaw for those 2 goals that gave Walsall a win against Vale. I've got one more. Most impressive loan player, Tyreek Wright, perhaps, because he has done some good stuff, hasn't he? But it's only those 3 I think I would go for.
Credit to the whole team. They're all working on. They're all tracking back. And a loose touch by on the right side has given Gordon Wright a chance to come forward now.
Tyreek Wright knocked it to Wes McDonald's going to have a shot. Watch this shot. Oh, blocked. Well blocked. Well blocked. Just didn't quite fall for him then, Wes.
And that Sadler's counter-attack comes to nothing in again. But again, Wright and Gordon linking up.
Lone player, not much to choose from, so Scrimshaw.
From Alfie Easton in midfield.
Yeah.
Easton's strength has seen him come away with the ball.
I had got one more for impressive-ish, and that was Tyreek. Yeah, so I'm not sure what you think of that.
Deeby with a powerful header on the 13th minute. Josh Gordon with an equally powerful shot.
This one's the next one. In fact, hang on. House of DB or lost the ball then. I thought he was on a bit of a run. Good save again. Offside again as well. This has got 3-2 written all over it up the iron. It says John Boy Drink Monkey. Good to have you with us, John Boy. Subscribe to our channel. Keep up with the Walsall joy and pain. Jack Rowe has picked another save up there. Holden, Wright and McDonald are seriously quality players at this level. We should have done better this season. Well, Holden's been injured. Wright has sort of only been in for part of it. And McDonald, for some reason, he's not played him. McDonald has been affected by not having the crowd. But what also affected him, he got a bit of a reputation as our playmaker. So whenever McDonald got the ball, he'd have 2 or 3 players round him. He had 2 or 3 players round him, and it sort of nullified his threat. And Walsall couldn't make the most of the space he created, I suppose. And that's what you got to do. That's the clever part of the game, isn't it? One player. Yeah. Oh, nearly.
On the back of his shirt after that early.
Awesome DB, chance again.
Given away by the Scunthorpe defence. Now Melbourne left side, lays it off for Wes McDonald.
Wes McDonald.
A couple of step over and a low ball in. This
corner ball.
Exactly the move he scored, wasn't it? Exactly the time as well. It was just before half time, left side of the penalty area. It was a low ball in, which was out of play for a corner.
We had an embarrassment of riches of talent there. We got Osa DB, Max Melbourne and Wes all trying to create all together. It's a corner for Walsall. I think a third would definitely part and parcel of the game at any level that we should be able to do. Yeah, making use of the space to create. Deal with it. Yeah.
Scar and Clark forward from the back. Gordon inside the 6-yard box.
Ball's coming off Gordon. He's in the box again.
The head of Scar.
Kinsella.
Flies in to win it back to the side in white.
Melbourne. Look, Melbourne out to McDonald again. Ball's inside. Oh, we're certainly giving the Irons some trouble here. Come on.
Melbourne out to the left-hand side of McDonald. Let's see a few more bodies in the box here. Gordon and Wright are in there. McDonald getting towards the byline, trying to get away from Green. He's gone to ground. Green will clear the ball away. Scunthorpe can't get out of their final third at the moment.
It's excellent from the side.
That's it.
Yeah, playing well, Walsall. Do you think they've not played Wes, so he's not in the shop window at the end of the season? That's a very poor reason if that's what it is. Scunthorpe nearly conceded another then. Messed the goalie and messing about with it. Yeah, Paul, I think.
To clear it away, slide in to get his clearance with Gordon and Wright bearing down in Melbourne.
Gordon nearly got another one then. Been almost one-way traffic since Walsall's first goal. Tommy, yeah, good strong performance at the moment. Let's see what happens second half. They're gonna go dressing down in the Scunny half, in the Scunny dressing room. What I thought. Gordon, get in the box. Gordon, get in the box.
Skips up on a right, Gilliard facing his own goal. He's got to be careful and spins away very nicely from the attentions of Liam Kinsella.
Kinsella in the wrong side of him.
Good work from Liam Kinsella.
Kinsella's chased him.
Plays it back to Rowe. But again, also like letting them get out of their own half here, aren't they? It's just very, very good play from Brian Dutton's side.
Yeah, Howard there just
not very professional if that's the case with Wes. Yeah.
2 minutes remaining in this first half. There'll be a bit of stoppage time after the referees.
The only reason I think they haven't been playing Wes is he's signed a contract somewhere else, and they don't want to showcase him because they know he's leaving. But I mean, that's ridiculous if that's the case. But I can't understand Hayden White, needless free kick given away.
And impressively so by 2-0.
Hayden White.
I was going to say is Mark Howard, we were mentioning there about some Scunthorpe not being able to get.
I know it's Osadebe, not Hayden White. They called it Hayden White, but he wasn't. So 44th minute, Southend winning 1-0. Wasn't it? Was Osadebe, mate. So now, let's have a look. This is where Walsall need to keep it solid, getting at half-time 2-0 up. Ball into the box. It's hit another offside. Kinsella like a yappy dog. Yeah, that's to be honest, that's what he's good at. But I mean, if there's any criticism of Kinsella, I know we love Kinsella, but if there's any criticism of him, that's all he is. He's the yappy dog that chases the ball down and wins it back. But once he's won the ball, he's short of ideas and short of composure. As we said earlier, Sam Perry wins the ball back and he looks composed on the ball. Kinsella, he's had a good 100 more games, or many more games, but he hasn't got that composure on the ball. I don't think Pomlett is as transparent as he makes out. Yeah, I'll get that a little bit. Tile ball and a car to a car, and Kinsella would chase it down the road. That's a little bit unfair of him. Probably accurate, like. But I mean, Perry and Scar going to the same ball then. Chasing, Walsall still. 3 minutes injury time. That was partly the ref injury, I think.
Back as far as their own half on plenty of occasions. Ball set forward now, slightly wayward, but a chance for Josh Gordon to put pressure on the Scunthorpe man who plays it back.
Yeah, I think when Lee Pomlett took over, I think people thought that it was like having a Terry Ramsden coming in, and it was going to make the world of difference. Essentially, Lee Pomlett is just another Walsall businessman who's taken the helm. He's not coming with lots of money and that sort of stuff. He's not a money man bankrolling success. He's continuing a similar phrase that we expected from. That was never a foul. The undisclosed fee man. Yeah, that's frustrating. Yeah, Walsall, I think under Lee Pomlett, Walsall are going to continue as a club who are just trying to make a small profit, not go into debt and into trouble, which is sensible.
Which is high towards Scar, who's missed the header. There's on the right there. Rose has come out and he's dived down on the ball.
That was close then. Walsall, I think, are just about clinging on to the 2-0 lead.
A slight worry there when the ball went over Dan Scar's head, but Rose was alert to the danger. And this has been a very good first half by and large, Paul.
An excellent first half. Really, really enjoyable watch from the Sailors players.
Of course, always people say 2-0 is a funny scoreline.
Great to see Josh Gordon on the score sheet. Great to see a 2-goal cushion.
Rose using his head there as he knocks it out to the left-hand side.
Confidence from Rose.
Well, absolutely. He's halfway to keep.
Yeah, as I was saying, 2-0 is a funny scoreline. And many talk about that because at 2-0 up, you feel like you've got a comfortable lead. But one goal, and then you're fearful of losing your 3 points.
Torrey Wright,
so he's not going to chase it down, is he? Walsall fans deserve to know where the club's money is going.
The new referee, Ben Toner, And the Saddlers lead.
Half time, 2-0 Walsall. How about that? That's pretty impressive, isn't it? Right then, Walsall fans deserve to know where the club's money is going. Well, the thing is, I suppose there's differences of opinion there, I think, because at the end of the day, it's their club, isn't it? They own the club, so they decide what they're going to share, I suppose, because it's not like a limited company where you need to disclose everything. Looks like Swindon are joining Bristol Rovers in our league next season. Oh, that'd be good to have Swindon back, wouldn't it? Right then, I'm going to give you the next one. Good first half, Walsall. Next one for you to think about. Most disappointing loan player. While I give you a minute just to look at that, I'm going to wheel this live stream back to get a little clip of the goal. If I can do this without cocking it up. Let's get this one.
Official. It is 30 foot. And it will be changed to the man in the middle, Ben Toner, who was the fourth official at the start. Is going to come on, the Lancashire official. It is 31st game in charge suddenly now. He's largely taken charge of League One games this season, most recently Swindon against Portsmouth. In the 20th minute, Sutton still lead by goals now, but there has been a change, and it's to the man in yellow, the referee. Has come off. James Adcock, the Nottinghamshire official, is not okay to continue. So the fourth official, Ben Toner from Lancashire, will take charge, which was essentially not Ben Toner. Together since the 2nd of January against Carlisle in that defeat. The Nottingham triangles that popping up there, really encouraging. Paul Joanna and Tom Barley bringing you Scunthorpe against Walsall in League 2.
Come on, get it sorted, Walsall.
Alone at the moment. Brian Dustin's just sat there. 1-0 to the Saddlers. Scunthorpe trying to win the ball in midfield, but also Needy comes up to stadium just after Christmas. Needy will pick up the loose ball midway inside the Scunthorpe half, and it will come out to this Walsall left-hand side to Josh Gordon. Gordon sliding into deep possession to Osadivi, who's played it forward from the centre circle to Hayden White on the right side of the penalty area. 4 white shirts in the box to 8 for Hayden White. Here he gets the ball in, and Osadivi hits it home! Emmanuel Osadivi has scored for the Saddlers, and they are ahead in the 13th minute.
You got that one?
Goals already today. Instead of blasting around land here for Locke, now James Clark. Didn't have to, because they no, it wouldn't be a free kick for Scunthorpe. This has been a very encouraging first 55 games. Gordon has been pushed over on the Walsall right-hand side by George Tack. There will be a free kick here for the Saddlers. A set piece on their right-hand side, and an opportunity again for James Clark and Dan Starr and Max Melbourne to come forward from the back. Yes,
this is the next one.
Midway point of the first half. Free kick, Osadivi, low one into the box. Towards Josh Gordon! It's 2-0! And Josh Gordon has his first in 20 matches for the Saddlers since that goal at Morecambe in mid-January. That will do his confidence a world of good. He started really well, so nice.
Right then. Sorry about that. Derek OCR, absolutely, JB. He is definitely most disappointing. Jaden Reed, very disappointing as well. Who else have I got? Let's have a look. Frank Vincent, I think as well. Frank Vincent, very disappointing. Those that are following me on Instagram are going to get updates because I'm just going to add that now. The Walsall goal. Let's say I've done this. Let's have a look. Let's just get this. Yeah, see, that's got that one on there. That's going on. How's the DB? Come on. That's on. So you'll see that if you're following me on Instagram, I've just put that on there. House DB's goal. And now Josh's is the next one, I think. Gordon. Let's just put this on. There we go. That's on there as well. Yeah, so if you follow me on Insta, that's the goals. If you're watching on, if you're not watching on iFollow. So most disappointing, yes, we had OCR, Reed, and Frank Vincent. I was really disappointed with him, to be honest. They've sent him back early, which is no surprise, really, because he wasn't going to get a game. The way our midfield are performing now, Alfie Bates, who perhaps hasn't hit the heights that he hit last season, but he's understudy there, and we've also got Stuart Sinclair. So Frank Vincent is surplus to requirements, and it's quite right that we should let him go back to Bournemouth, back to the beach. I think he's out of contract at the end of the season, but on his Walsall performance, I can't think he's going to have too many offers. But then you never know. You never know. Right then, before we get going, let's have a Oldham 1-1. Great half from Jamie Pitt. Yeah, as I say, 2-0 is a funny scoreline. Goal for Scunthorpe now, and Walsall will be fearing that they've messed it up and be worried about that equaliser. Of course, Scunthorpe would then be sort of tails up and chasing after a point. So Walsall, perhaps, we'd like them to get another one. I think Vincent, the lone players, in my opinion, just isn't at the level as Kins, Perry, Bates, Paddy and Holden. Yeah, I suppose, yeah. I'm just thinking, Jamie point there, Greta, that was an autocorrect. Greta Thunberg, championing the cause for the environment, which, just on as a side, I invest quite heavily in the renewables sector of energy, renewable energy sector that's going very well. So that's something that if you're keen on investments, that's an area perhaps to look at if you haven't already. Right, I think I deserve another vodka. What do you think? Another vodka? Think I should go for another one? I've got no driving to do. This is the beauty of doing it at home, I suppose, rather than going down there. Most disappointing lone player, as we say. Now we're on to number 6 now. Now this is going to be a positive one. I like. Let's and I'm gonna post this in the comments just to get it going, because I think you might like this one. Most annoying Brian Dutton trait: men against boys, his sharp intake of breath, or acting like he's an experienced manager. So anybody else got to add to that? Most annoying Brian Dutton trait? Double vodka. I think you might be right, Steve. I think I deserve it. If we throw this away, I'll need more than a double vodka to get my head right. Oh, dear. And they're all doubles, Steve. Yeah, most annoying Brian Dutton trait. Any more you want to add to that, or you agree with those? Let's just top up this. Oh. Come on, Walsall, come on, come on, Walsall, come on. Flash is back. Flash is back. Another one for Flash setting off, you reckon? Let's have a look. Comments. We were cheated by the referee. What's this? Sub hesitation. Oh, Brian Dunn's comments. We've cheated by the referee. Yeah, that's a good one. Most annoying is when we draw to the worst 2 in the league and say we really played well, but he gets his first win. I wasn't happy with that performance. Absolutely. Yeah, he talks. This is what I think. All 3 of those really annoy me. But I mean, when he talks like he's an experienced manager, I wasn't happy with that win. It's the first time you've ever won and you're not happy. Yeah. I'm thinking about the long-term future of the club. That's what's more important. We want to build the structure here and all that. Hang on, coach, caretaker coach that just happens to have had a few games in charge. Get a grip. Walsall, 2-0 up. We're heading into a second half. Now, this is where we need to watch out because, as you know, there's no easy games and there's no easy time. The Scunny boss is going to have ripped into them. He's going to be telling them Walsall have only scored more than once in about 2 games in the whole season, 2 or 3 games in the whole season. So he's going to be telling them to really pepper our goal. And they have had lots of goals in their games. So it's not unlike them to get a goal. And Walsall, what's Brian Dutton been saying to them half time? Is he saying to them, close up? Or is he saying, go for the jugular? How to kill a circus, go for the jugular. Right then. So no changes, I don't think. Walsall on the attack, straight there off. Ball in the box. It's a high one. It's gone too far.
Looking for Tari Wright, who gets his foot
goal kick.
Oh. The goal kick for Scunthorpe. The next goal is so crucial, Paul.
That's what I was saying. Next goal's crucial. 3-0 and it's a rout. 2-1 and it's squeaky bum. Have you tried a cheeky Vimto drink? Vimto? I can't be drinking Vimto. I used to have hot blackcurrant. That was one of my chosen drinks. I do have quite a healthy lifestyle now. I've gone past 50. I need to sort of think about health choices. But the weekend is Friday night and Saturday night is sort of a more relaxing environment, I suppose you could call it.
Success against the bottom 8 side. A few draws against the likes of Harrogate, Barrow, and.
Well, this is nice to be ahead anyway. Dutton's team talks. Oh, we're winning, but I'm not happy. We've been abysmal. Josh, your goal was very lucky. Go back out there and concede. There's his team talk. Osadibe. Oh, he's got a new number 23 on now. He did the Scunthorpe midfielder there did a great Clark move there. It's port and vodka blue vodka. Oh, a cheeky Vimto. I haven't tried that vodka blue. That's a very chemical inspired drink. Not that vodka isn't, of course. Polish vodka was my tipple, or my supplier for that sort of dried up a little bit. Does that make sense? Drying up when it's alcohol, I suppose. Walsall trying to pass the ball a bit. It's a bit, we're not used to it. Osadibe played the ball. Oh, very ambitious ball. Very ambitious ball. Tastes exactly like Vimto. I got you. I don't like Vimto. That's grape juice, isn't it? The Vimto thing. Not too keen on that. We always drink in our house. We always drink proper Pepsi. We don't have this. We don't have that sugar-free business. I think I'd rather have the sugar and know I'm having it and know what sugar does to you rather than having all the chemical sugar-free stuff. It's not so good for you, I don't think. Not that I'm a complete specialist, but right then, let's unview that one. So while we got a bit of a quiet moment on here, let's just go for the next one. Hang on. Hang on, let's just see what we're doing. Play this out. Hayden White did okay then. Perry, calm again in possession. Kinsella gives it away. I'm starting to think I'd play Perry ahead of Kinsella now. Yeah, winning the ball back's good. Right then, so next question, goal of the season. Goal of the season. What do you think? Because this is what I'm sort of struggling on. I've only got 2. What do you think was our goal of the season? Sugar is refined from vegetable matter, same as many chemicals. That's very technical, Tommy. Thank you for that. I just like Pepsi, I suppose. A lot of the chemicals, like aspartame, are not absorbed by the body. The sugar is processed by the body in a much better way. I know it's more addictive than cocaine, not from experience, just from knowledge. But aspartame and that sort of chemical sugars as such are they're not absorbed by the body, and the effects on the body is unknown, really. Goal of the season, we never score. You're joking, ain't you? We've scored 2. Where's McDonald against Tranmere away? Yes, that's what I've got. I have got 1 more. Man, he liked that sugar. Yeah, I like my sugar. I have calm. Oh, shot from Tyreek Wright, long distance, just gone wide. No, it's got a touch off to corner ball.
Testing the Scunthorpe defence, it flicks wide for a Sadler's spot kick. Yeah, good patient build there from the Sadlers, and in the end, it's down to Tyreek Wright on his weak foot. But sometimes you see players try and cut it back on their stronger foot. But credit to Tyreek Wright. Tyreek
Wright's got his shot away. His confidence has come now. We're winning. Tyreek Wright's going to whip this corner in. Josh Gordon's in the box. Oh, that's a poor. He's overhit it. RCDB helmet against Tranmere. Yeah, that wasn't a bad shot, I don't think. That was quite a good goal. I think the RCDB's goal against Tranmere, I think it was a good goal, but I think what boosts it up is how important it was to Walsall. So I suppose, yeah, you could include that. I'll put that on there. LCDB against Tranmere. Wes against Tranmere. Paddy the other week. And Perry against Bolton. Yeah, Perry against Bolton. That was a good one. Oh! Tyreek Wright trying again. He's after his first goal. That's, I like that one. That's Perry. Perry v Bolton. And LCDB. That was LCDB against Tranmere as well, wasn't it? Yeah. Corners in. Oh. See, Kinsella there took too long to get control of the ball, ended up losing it. Tyreek, he's up for it today, isn't he? He's up for it today. Melbourne, balls into the box, nobody there. Perry. Oh, a double dummy there. Yeah, Perry's against, Tommy's saying Perry's against Bolton. Yeah, I think that's coming to the fore, that is. That was a really good strike. I'd like him to get another one. I'll give you that one. Kinsella, just inside the Scunthorpe half. Ball down the right-hand side to Tyreek Wright. Tyreek Wright on the right-hand side near the corner flag. What's he doing? He's knocked it back to White. Back to Tyreek. Throw in for Walsall. Bit end-to-end at the minute. Yep. But Walsall have come out strong. Walsall have come out strong. 13. In their 21. Another goal for Walsall. Kinsella and Scrimshaw running 8 out of 4 at Monmouth. Yeah. Crazy dogs. Come on, Walsall, peg them in. Oh. Come on, Joshy. Oh, that's McDonald. Kinsella did well then. Kinsella did well, got his foot in there. Using the wings a lot better today. Quite right, Tommy. But McDonald, the thing is, even if McDonald gets players, he pulls players towards him, but he's still getting there. He's still giving us momentum going forward, and that's what was missing. Goal of the season, Osadebe against Tranmere. Cox, get Isa on. Is John Boy. We've got Tyree Wright. I think his tail's up a bit today. He's looking for his first goal in the league. And I suppose playing for Walsall in League 2 is your best opportunity. He's had several chances. He's had a shot on target, comfortable for the keeper. I don't think he'll get an easier chance than the one Lavery set up for him against Grimsby that he couldn't take.
The Aston Villa man on the Walsall wing. He's had a couple of efforts which have deflected off target, and that free kick was saved by Howard down to his left as the ball. Yeah, goal of the season. I think Osadebe Tranmere is coming up quite positive there. Perry Bolton, Wes against Tranmere, and Jake Scrimshaw against the Vale. I'd got that one he scored against the Vale. That Hayden White chipped it up for him, and then from a tight angle lashed it into the roof of the net. I think that was a really, I think that was a qualifier, definitely. Oh, got McAtee on, not Isa for John Boy. He was after Isa to get on. So that's 35 yards to beat a keeper. Low down, he's always going to be. Lavery's lob as well, of course, yeah. Who was that against Lavery's lob? Who was that against Lavery's lob? Do you remember? Was that again? Was that Grimsby, was it? I don't normally have a great memory for which games, what things happen. But I mean, some have stuck with me now. Maybe as I'm getting older, my memory's improving, perhaps. Kinsella pulled back a bit there. Kinsella bringing the ball forward quite well then. He's give us 50 yards there. Lavery's lob against Port Vale. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll have to check that. I'll have a look at that. We'll put that in the options. After we've got the nominations together, I'll put them on Twitter for full voting. That's Walsall Fan TV at Sedgley Simon. So we'll put that on voting on Twitter, and then we'll do a video with all of them. Cambridge away. Was it Cambridge away? I'm not sure. Take a look around their League 2 in terms of the other scores. Let's have a look. What's going on there? I've one guy is giving me some support. He's putting together some clips for me. So maybe when I get that, we'll see. That's Ben, I think. I think he's one of our followers. He's one of the team. Dan Scar, what's he doing? Oh, he's done all right there, passing the ball around. No, we lost at Cambridge. That's it. Cambridge was 1-0, wasn't it, away to Cambridge? That was that last-minute goal. That was the sucker, wasn't it? Kinsella, he's the kind of player you want to bring on when you're trying to just settle out. Cheltenham at home, Dutton's first game.
Ah, yeah. John Sadler, I think you're right there.
Easy for the hosts in this game. Elsewhere in League Two, Port Vale ahead 2-1 against the Bradford.
Port Vale winning again.
Score as it was at half time. More than one Grimsby one will see.
Think about it, it might have been at home. Yeah. I know which one you're talking about. That was away, I think, Cheltenham.
Just manhandled there by the Scunthorpe midfielder Spence. So Southend 1, Leighton Orient 1.
I can check that. I can check the detail of that when I get me total shots. Scunthorpe 2, Walsall 8. So that's sort of telling you we have battered them, and I suppose we have really. But whether we've battered them or not, it's 30 minutes to go, and the points are still not assigned. Did Pomlin get Dutton's contract sorted at half time? Well, no. I like Dutton in some ways, but he's annoying as well.
Threatened to go through the gears there and burst forward down the left-hand side, and instead it goes out of play for a Scunthorpe throw-in. Cleared forward by Spence. Scar gets his head to it. In the centre circle, Von Vane and Locke and McAtee, and they've lost possession. Lucas
Walsall winning the ball back quite well. The Turkish Messi, Benjamin Ostuma, what a player. And I think, being a fairly short guy myself, seeing a short guy like that do so well was awesome to see, really.
He's had 5 loan spells in his career, including one at Hale Zone. There's a Scunthorpe man down on the halfway line. There's a ball set forward to Tyreek Wright. There's the
offside
again on this near side. Tyreek Wright,
Tyreek Wright offside on that occasion. Right then, so we've got those in. Vale 6 wins on the bounce. Darryl Clark, I think. Let's just cover that off. Darryl Clark has done very well at Vale, and I think when he jumped Walsall, I think he was heading for the sack, and I think he made a decision for himself. I think he did shaft us a little bit by selling Adebayo and not getting anybody else in. But we've got to be honest, Darryl Clark is a good, solid, experienced manager. It just didn't work for him at Walsall. It just wasn't working out for whatever reason. But it doesn't make him a bad manager. He was certainly not great for us, but I mean, it doesn't make him a bad manager. Name our other shorties then. I'll start with it, Chris Shuka. The Walsall have generally had fairly small players. David Priest, Gary Child, David Mini Priest, Gary Childs. Ian Handyside, he was fairly short as well, all in the 80s. Alan Buckley wasn't particularly tall, was he? Dean Keats, of course. He was Cheltenham at home. Lavery's love. Okay, thanks, Steve. Yeah, Walsall had a lot of fairly short players. Stuart Rimmer. He wasn't that big either, was he? He was a bit bigger than those guys, though. But yeah, Dean Keats, Gary Childs, David Mini Priest, Kevin Wilson. He was a bit bigger, Kevin Wilson, I think. 62 minutes gone. Good header back from Clark, then back to Rose. In fairness, Walsall are winning, but I mean, Rose has made 2 very good saves. I think one of them was offside anyway. But I mean, he's done reasonably well, Rose. Quite pleased for him.
Yeah, you mentioned Clark and Scar having not played since the 2nd of January, and that obviously, because of Sadler's consecutive appearances at the back, and yeah, this will be the first time really.
Roger Bolly, yeah, he was a little guy. He was quality, wasn't he? Some of our players' kits would be too small for some of our kids watching. Some of our players' kits would be too small for some of the kids watching. Yeah. Oh dear. Right then, so the next one, The next one we've got goal of the season. We've got that one. Worst moment of the season. Worst moment of the season. I'll start you off. The last minute goal for Cambridge. I think it was Mullin. I think it was Mullin that scored. That sort of broke my heart, to be honest. That did. And the Cambridge Southend at home. Wilson was only 5'5", was he? That's a surprise. Yeah, most Southend at home was perhaps the bad one, wasn't it? Losing to them because they were awful, weren't they? And they still beat us. Cambridge, the Cambridge fans. Hang on, let's just put this in.
Just come out of the tunnel now with his sort of he's just really studying the folder of notes that Matt Sadler was holding just now, so he is imminent.
Oh, Keelan Lavery's coming on. We've got a goal scorer coming on. Yeah, against Cambridge, the Cambridge guys showed the video from our watch screen, a clip from our live watch along. The moment that the Mullin scored for them. Yeah, worst moment of the season. Clark departure. To be honest, at the time when Clark left, it didn't feel that bad. It was like he was about to be sacked anyway. But I think for me, connected to that, perhaps the worst moment is knowing that Adebayo wasn't going to be replaced. I think, yeah. But, yeah, Clark departure. Oh.
The ball was heading our way just then when that Scunthorpe clear. Just through the head of Keelan Lavery, who's got his you want to do that area? No, we'll stay where we are.
Adebayo left and not replaced. Yeah, I think worst moment of the season. I think that was the dawning of that. Yeah, selling Adebayo and Jules with no replacement. Worst moment, first minute against Barrow. Second worst moment, second minute against third minute against Barrow. Yeah, that was a bit of a rubbish game, wasn't it? The Clark departure causing so much turmoil. Yeah, we said that one. The hate towards Clark is where he went to. If he went to Bristol City, we would still like him and respect him probably. Holden getting injured. Yeah, I think realising we're not going to be allowed in grounds for the whole season. Yeah. Yeah, all right.
Will be a Walsall free kick on his right hand side. Very right to the back of the video, maybe a second. Clark and Dan Scarf have come forward from the back. Harry Wright will be the man to deliver this.
Oh, free kick in. Watch this.
Short, but it'll be right to send in.
Oh, great cross in. Good header clear.
Out to this Walsall right hand side where the Scunthorpe winger Devon Green chests it down and then clears it away. McAtee helps it on with his head.
Did we realise at the time when Holden was injured that would be such a bad thing for us? Did we realise it'd have such effect? I think we sort of felt the effect since. Perhaps. But yeah, John Sadler, I think you're right there. The realising we're not going to be allowed in grounds for the whole season. So Lavery's coming on. And Josh Gordon. Why do we keep doing this? Josh Gordon scores for the first time in 20 games and he responds by subbing him, by taking him off. Why is he taking Josh Gordon off? He scored a goal for the first time in 20 games. His confidence must be flooding back and he takes him off. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Why do you take Josh Gordon off?
Yes, this is all they need to do at the moment. Patience, keep the ball, don't need to force it just yet. Well, we're 68 minutes, maybe 69 minutes on the clock.
Perry, very composed. Nothing phases him, does he?
Not a lot has happened in the 13 or 14 minutes since that right free kick, which Howard easily saved. Lavry plays it back to Perry in the centre circle. Perry will play.
Oh, trying to play through to right.
Right, it's cleared away. Perry using his height to get his head to it first, and Hayden White using his.
Oh, come on, that's not foul. I think we thought it would be a big miss, but not to that extent when Holden got injured. Yeah, I think absolutely. I think that's what Steve said. Ozadibi and Job. I can't even say it. Ozadibi and Josh will be dropped next game as we can't afford goal bonuses. Why is it? We've done that with Darryl Clark and we've continued it with Brian Dutton. A player scores and he's dropped for the next game. How many managers in the Football League do that? How many? Oh. Best moment ever. Oh no, I was thinking this season. Best moment ever was George Dobson scoring keeps in League One. Yeah, that was the Titanic moment. He just trod on his head. Who's that then? Is that Kinsella? Kinsella's just been trod on the head and he's just rubbed his head and got up again. Oh no, he didn't actually tread on his head. He was close down. He bashed his head a bit. Gordon injury had a big impact, yeah. Best moment, Keats away at Swindon. Yeah, you're talking different season there, but I hear it. Where is the foul? Oh no, yeah, I thought that. I thought White had won that fairly then.
Could still catch Scunthorpe actually, as it stands. Ozadibi sends a free kick, which he bends into the box.
Come on, in the box.
Left side of the penalty area for Clark, who takes it out of the penalty box. He's been tripped there by Tap. Yes, says the referee.
Another free kick, Clark. How many free kicks has he won for Walsall?
This has been a depressing watch if you are a home fan for the Saddlers.
Walsall doing well, really. Looking to get a third. That would be nice. Good to have you with us. If you're new to the channel, press the subscribe button. Join us, the joy and the pain. We've got a bit of joy today. Finally. Oh, right then, Ozadibi. Some of his deliveries have been brilliant. Some have been not so good. Oh, short one. McDonald's trying a shot. Oh, it's blocked. Oh. Walsall still in the box. With Walsall having some fun, enjoying it today, Walsall. Ozadibi, shot again, it's a corner. Walsall keeping the pressure on. I think we should try and keep Clark. Yeah, I'd be disappointed if Clark went to Vale, but I mean, that is probably the most likely. That's probably the most likely result at the end of the season. Clark going to Port Vale. If he stayed for Walsall, I think it would do Dan Scar a lot of good. I think if Dan Scar plays. Oh, Clark got a little flick. I thought that'd gone in then. It's just wide. Yeah, if you haven't already seen it, I did a contracts review for the goalies, the defence, and another one for the midfield and attack. And we did say on there that we try to keep Clark, but we think he'd probably end up at Vale. Dan Scar, his contract's up as well. So I think as far as Walsall are concerned for next season, goalkeepers are sorted. Most of the midfield is sorted. It's just defence and attack where we're going to have some changes, I think. I wouldn't be surprised if we get Melbourne. Oh, good crossing. Well done, Clark, blocking the cross. Do you think Kinsella has been experimented on by the military, trying to create indestructible soldiers? Probably, Tommy, probably. Best I've seen them play for a while, says Ben Hall. Yeah, Walsall, they're solid. I think you can only beat what's in front of you, I suppose, is the thing. But corner here for Scunthorpe. He's headed it over. I think a free kick as well for Walsall. He's got a headed, the guy's headed Hayden White at the same time. Paul Elcock in the house. Good to have with us, Paul. Come on the saddle. Good team performance, says Carl. That's spot on. Yeah, Dan Scar. Would you want him near next season? I think I'd like him, actually. Was he part of the reason why we've conceded? He had that one against Bradford, didn't he, where he let Andy Cook through because everybody didn't sort of step up with him. So that's but I think generally he's been very solid. Tom Leake, he's done okay when he came on, but I mean, you put Tom Leake alongside Dan Scar. Dan Scar is much more solid, and Dan Scar, when he heads it clear, it stays head, doesn't it? Tom Leake, sometimes when he heads it, it sort of doesn't really get any distance on it. But Hayden White's looking a little bit dodgy down there, and their guy, in fairness, so we've got a bit of a stoppage. Would you sign Lee back, but play him as left winger, where he's been playing at Rovers? Lee, possibly. He's got history with Walsall, so it's sometimes good to come back to Walsall. You know what the game's all about, or know what it's all about. What's happening about season tickets for next season, says Nigel. I think they're not going to announce the early bird until we announce a new manager, I reckon. That's what I reckon. So I think if they announce a new season with Brian Dutton in charge, and early birds with Brian Dutton in charge, I don't think it's going to get much uptake. But new manager will breed new optimism, and I'll probably get more bums on seats and more season ticket sales, I reckon. And at the end of the day, it's about the money, isn't it? They need to get the money in. Wide clash of heads, down and medical treatment. Kinsella stamped on head, rubs it, gets up and looks for another ball to chase. Tommy, that's just spot on, that is. I like that. Perfect. Oh, yeah, that's great. Oh, we need Oz back, Ostuma. Paul, now that would be awesome if we get Ostuma back. He's not really had much opportunities elsewhere, has he? Get him back, Ostuma. What a player. Would it be like having him playing for us again? Awesome. Season tickets. It's been that bad this season. It's bog offer. What's that? Buy one, get one free. Oh, dear.
Lavery just gets the ball out of the sky and helps it back to Osadibi.
Osadibi waiting for Kinsella. Oh, into Lavery. Oh, Osadibi, chance. Put it away. Oh, no! Tyree Wright, that was your chance. Osadibi, he's just passed it out there. They've left it for Tyree Wright to just slot it into the net, and he's passed it to the keeper. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Teenager, the Irish under 21 international. He's gone first 4 times now as Scunthorpe come forward. Von Vane on the home side's left.
Get it clear. 78 minutes left. Scunthorpe. 78 minutes left. 78 minutes gone. Scunthorpe 0. Walsall 2. How do we not score then almost anywhere else? Oh.
Means there is 5 points off Barrow with 2 games to play.
Oh.
Getting tight, isn't it? Grimsby are still in with a shout as well.
Oh, dear.
Bottom 2 are...
We should be scoring from the halfway line every game if the Turkish Messi came back. We would be. Ben, too right, Ben. Tyree Wright, come on. You want to play Premier League? That was just rubbish. Oh, who needs the Busby Babes, step forwards, Duttons, darlings? Oh, dear. Tyree Wright, that was your chance then. It was just nobody on him. All the time in the world. All the time in the world. He could just slot that into the top corner from there. The thing is, I suppose, when you haven't scored ever in the Football League, it's... Oh, Grimsby keeping at it.
At the bottom of League Two. I'm glad Walsall aren't involved anyway with the performances that Southend and Grimsby are putting in today. They're just about giving themselves a glimmer of hope at the bottom of League Two as Jack Rose clears the ball.
Volley clear.
Osadibe will battle with
Osadibe's done well there, kick the ball. Passing the ball around better, Walsall. Confidence is returning. Southend and Grimsby both winning 2-1. As they're saying the commentary here, glad Walsall are out of it. Oh. Stephen's going to be gutted he's missed Walsall winning. Never mind, eh? He'll see the goals on my Insta.
Not a lot has happened in the second half, has it? But it's...
Oh, Walsall, come on. Let's have another goal, Walsall. Morrissey's mum would have scored against these, says Paul Yates. Nice long hoof up. Let's be sensible. Last 10 minutes, Walsall, we don't have any craziness.
Registered on the statistics as but he will be in terms of the statistics, holding it and keeping his 3rd clean sheet of the season.
We played better when Stevens away. I think they're probably right there sometimes. Yeah, Rose is holding on to that role, perhaps. I think he was a bit to blame for the Salford. I think he could have done better there, I think. But Rose is, they're both reasonable keepers, I think, in fairness. I think neither of them are particularly special. But I mean, we're in League Two. So perhaps we don't expect too much. Hayden White, what's he doing here? Pushing forward again. Birmingham stayed safe.
Towards Green, Melbourne in close company as Green tries to beat the Lincoln lone man who plays it back calmly to
Melbourne. I think he might sign up for us, you know. I think I could see him staying. Blooming it. Oh dear.
Yeah, he had us both worried. Very calm from the Walsall goalkeeper there. I thought we were going to see a ball of elbow.
Tyree Wright, I thought he was going to challenge for a ball then.
The ball played back to Jack Rose, which he worried us all as they come forward now down the right side of the penalty area, and it's
goal kick
just swept wide by the substitute.
Rose has played well today. Yeah, he's been solid. 2 good saves and good handling. Yeah, good point there, Carl.
Very poor second half of the host, who are still in danger.
We thought they'd have pushed on second half for Scunthorpe, but as yet, it's not really come together for them. Walsall have been sort of fairly complete performance, really.
Away by Jack Rose.
Lavery. Come on, Lavers. Oh, he's into the box. Oh, tried to get it across. Didn't quite happen. Walsall throw. Right then, as far as nominations are concerned, worst moment of the season, we've gone through that. Worst goal conceded. Worst goal conceded is the next one. Nominations for the worst goal conceded. Vale were below us, and now they're 12th. Yeah, well, you win 7 in the row, 7 on the row, and it's 7 on the bounce. It certainly makes the difference. So, are Vale going to challenge next season? Be interesting us v Vale next season for a place in the top 7. LCDB, cross coming in. Oh, well claimed by the keeper. Rosie's from Sadler's back pass. Yeah. If we see this out, you would say we've cantered to a 2-0 win. I suppose, yeah. Sadler's back pass, yeah. Sadler back pass and Rose foul clearance. V Salford. What I'd got was the 40-yarder from Newport just after we'd taken the lead against them. The one that went straight through Robert's house, Steve. You haven't just seen that. Yeah, I think that was probably the worst. Felt the worst at the time. Obviously, the one against Cambridge was pretty bad. But I don't think that was a bad goal concede. I don't think you'd call that the worst goal conceded because it was just a really good goal from a quality striker, really. But we're quite right. The Sadler back pass and conceding against Newport, they were awful goals. Got a guy called Ben on Twitter. I'm not sure it's whether the Ben we've got on here, but he's going to put some clips together for us that we can piece apart. Wes McDonald not had too much of the ball, but he's advancing down the left wing now. He's won the throw-in. So, any other bad goals you can think of? I think for Vale, their worst goal was going to be rolling under the keeper's foot from the back pass. That was in part of our 4-3 win. But Walsall here, 2-0 up, 87th minute. So it looks like Walsall has seen out a nice 2-0 win, we hope. We say we hope. We don't count on anything, do we, Walsall? Oh, nice and comfortably taken off them.
Walsall will be happy with that. They will be closing in on another clean sheet. It will be what's that?
Sadler sold the keeper short. Yeah.
The ball's coming towards us. We're not allowed to touch it, are we?
Sadler sold the keeper short. Yeah, against Salford. But Rose has been quite good with his feet, and he just cleared against the man. It was always a bad news. But when you got Henderson scored 160 goals, they know how to close somebody down and get that. Your iFollow feed is a huge delay to live. I've got on timeline 88 minutes gone. We're just clocking up to 88 minutes now. There is a bit of a delay. I think that's a contractual thing that they have to do that. They've shown nothing really. Scunthorpe, yeah, they have been poor. But I suppose the fact that Walsall are only just above them says how bad we've been, really.
Obviously leaving earlier on the season.
Danny Guthrie, he was, I think I said that earlier, Danny Guthrie is a most disappointing player for me this season. Not going to spoil it for you and tell you the score. John Boy, Drink Money, thanks for joining us. That's been good. We like to have a few away fans on here as well, just to sort of mix it up, have a bit of banter. That's all good. And I hope you've joined us, subscribe so you can see the journey and see what's happening. It was quite interesting looking at one of the Scunthorpe sites through there, looking to sign at the end of the season. So that was an interesting one for me. That was on the Instagram thing. 89 minutes. Tyreek Wright, been a bit quiet. What's he going to do now? Oh. Kinsella nipping in there, winning the ball back. Tyreek Wright gets another chance. Can he turn? Wins the corner. Come for the rants, stay for the bants. Lead ball, good one. Yeah, I think at this juncture, I think we've we've got worst goal conceded. We've got a couple for that. Now, for the final question, for the final award, Best Walsall Fan TV Moment. Best Walsall Fan TV Moment. Oh, Osadib's gone off. Yes, Tom, let's pretend we've scored. Let's pretend we've scored a goal. Oh, another effort there. 4 minutes injury time. We're into the start of it. Yeah, best. What do you think? What do you think? Best Walsall Fan TV moment from this season. What have you enjoyed? What have you enjoyed watching the most from this season on our live streams or on the reactions? All cleared. Walsall good.
Scunthorpe haven't really put any pressure on the Walsall goal, and Perry will easily head the ball away. Leeds put his orange bib back on and goes for some more warm-ups in front of us on this near side touchline. I'm not sure he's going to make it on here with 3 minutes of stoppage time remaining. Controlled in the centre circle by John McAtee. McAtee now has it inside the Walsall half. Looking for an out ball. He gives it to Locke back towards the run of McAtee across.
Oh, Scar caught in possession badly then. Scunthorpe trying to get a late goal. Stephen going mad when we conceded a late goal against that was against Cambridge, wasn't he? Defco, Scunny not safe. Both Southend and Grimsby winning. Yeah, they've got to be careful, Scunny. Yeah, got to be. Stephen going mad when we conceded a late goal. Yeah, that's probably going to win it, I think. I'll put that.
And Josh Gordon with a thunderous shot.
Nice, comfortable Walsall. Pass the ball around. There should be somebody available behind him.
Very little.
The cameraman's a bit asleep there.
To worry about in the second half. That's going to be Alfie Bates instead of Tom Leake instead, isn't it?
What do you think this one? Cambridge away.
He's also there. Yes. He's just behind the fourth official, isn't he?
Oh, Melbourne got a chance here. Oh, down, and the refs just let it go.
Playing on the right wing just for a minute there as Birmingham City have secured their place in the Championship for next season. They've won at Derby. Here is Perry. Low ball forward to Joe Willis now. First touches as an EFL player. Well,
oh dear. Right then, I want to just put that in. Okay. So Stephen going mad when we conceded a late goal against Cambridge. Yeah, I know what you mean there.
Bring our Tom Leake for that Scar. It's the next man.
Stephen's reaction to Cambridge goal.
drop to the Walsall Academy as we see Lee and Bates and Willis come on in the final.
Oh, Willis is coming on. Leek and Willis. What's the point? We're like 1 minute left. Oh. Next season should be Stephen the swear box. Well, I've talked to Stephen about it because I'm probably going to do a yellow card booking system for Stephen for next season. So if there's any bad language, that will cost more than the season ticket. Yeah, we have going to give him a card system next season for Stephen. Good win today for Walsall. Good win today. Yeah, swear box for Stephen. Yeah, we'll have a booking system for Stephen for next season. We are looking for sponsorship next season. So if you know any local Walsall companies that want to sponsor the channel, sort of get your logo on rather than having the StreamYard. Where is it? The stream. I can't get to it. The StreamYard, rather than having the StreamYard up in the corner, can have the company logo on there. So anybody that sort of wants to do that, that'd be good. Find substitute words for him. The C word can be Chris Hutchins, for example. I did talk to him about Polish, because we have kurwa, which is a good Polish swear word you can use. Kurwa, or musakra is another one we can use. And he's quite good with German. He's been doing German at GCSE, so there is some options there for him. And we are trying to control his language, but as you can imagine, 15-year-old lad, it's difficult, as you would appreciate in a lot of that kind of situation. But he's passionate, and that's what you want from a Walsall fan. That's what you want from a son. You want him to be passionate about things and sort of give the effort in for it there. Right then, so we've got our nominations for our Walsall Awards. I'm going to be putting those onto Twitter at Sedgley Simon. So I think you've seen that before, but I think let's just tap that in there. All right, today, come on. Oh, yeah, Wolves Fan TV at Sedgley Simon on Twitter. Man of the match, Rose, saves 2 and solid. Steve, I think that's a fair shout. That's a fair shout there. Nigel agrees with you. It's nice to have some joy for a change. We have struggled, and that 3 points sort of just really sort of lifts us up a little bit, and sort of makes it look like we're not a struggling team, perhaps. But we've got another couple of matches. Let's just check the detail. Where's it gone here? Oh, it's all good fun, isn't it? We love it. We love it. Yeah, Morecambe next Saturday. And then Carlisle away to finish. Morecambe's going to be a much tougher proposition than today, isn't it? And then Carlisle, that'll be a nice, interesting one to finish off. We'll see what we're coming about. If you've been new to the channel, press the subscribe button. Join the journey, the joy, the pain. We've had the joy today. That's what we like. Steve, so we can all go and have a drink now and celebrate. I don't know about you, but I've been celebrating throughout. It helps me get through it. I'm going to put a happy match reaction on in a minute. So I'm just going to do that now. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next Saturday for the Morecambe game. That's going to be a tougher proposition. But if we can fight like we fight today and get that passing game and committed performance together and actually play with attacking players on the pitch, which is good, we ask the question, is Tyree Wright going to get a goal before the end of the season? Because he's trying. He's trying again today. After 2 poor performances, he's done much better today. But final words, well done, Jack Rose, number 1 keeper. Keep him in, says Essington. I like that. Right then, so thanks for watching. Check out the match reaction, and you'll hear on the match reaction my man of the match. Cheers. Thanks for watching. See you next Saturday. Cheers, boys.